This is a safe space where you will feel empowered to embrace who you are, supported without reservation or expectation, and not judged for being pretty messy. Hi guys, welcome to the Pretty Messy podcast. You're with your host Michelle and
Zoe, and today we're going to be talking about manifesting, which is one of our favorite topics. And all like the lucky kind of things that have happened or that we've manifested in our life.
Yeah, lucky girl syndrome, but not really, because we like really intentionally manifested, you know. Beginning of the year, actually, we fully saw this video. Was it on TikTok?
Yeah.
About this girl that said if you eat 12 grapes at midnight on New Year's Eve, that you'll attract love that year.
And I literally forced Michelle to do it. But hear me out. We're a couple months into the year now, and she has met a man.
I have, actually. And it's too good to be true. But, I mean, I don't want to say that because I did manifest and very intentionally think about all the details that I wanted in my dream man and my husband. And, yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of boxes that are being ticked. So it's still early days, but it's very strange to think about like manifesting something in like a person and it actually like be in front of you. Like it's very surreal.
Yeah. And just so you know, Michelle was sitting under the table at New Year's with me. Like, I don't want to eat these grapes. And I was like talking her through it. I'm like, do you want to meet your husband this year? And now, I mean,
oh my god, no, it's so funny because Zoe like fully dragged me, but now I'm like, god damn, that really worked.
But usually like I'm the one who says to you, like, being around Michelle's energy, I feel like good things happen to me. Like, I recently needed to like sell all of my things on Facebook because I'm moving, and I used Michelle's Facebook because mine is too new. And she, like, literally everything sold. The moment I'd hung out with Michelle, like, this one girl messaged me and she's like, I would like to buy everything. And I was like, I feel Michelle's energy is, like, so lucky. Like, good things happen to me when I'm around you, so.
Oh, I love you. That's so cute. I literally love that. That's the biggest compliment, I think, when people compliment you on your energy. Because it's something that you do have to work on. Like, it doesn't just come easily. And I think it does take, like, intention every day to like be able to set yourself up in your frequency and keep yourself on a certain frequency. And like me and Zoe are so big on that, like energy, frequency, and like attracting the right people into our lives. Like I feel like that's how we attracted our friendship together, like because we're so aligned in that way. Like we're so different but we're also similar. Do you know what I mean? Like we just like complement each other in that way, and we just have respect for each other in our differences, but then our mindset and like what we want in life is very similar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very true. Yes, the day we met, have we spoken about that before?
Yeah, in the first podcast.
Yeah, but it was very much felt like manifestation for both of us.
Yeah.
Because, we were both wanting like a new best friend, and then we found each other. It was crazy.
I know. I actually got Zoe for Christmas this little pendant from Pandora. And I was like, I want to get something that's meaningful because I knew that we wanted to have like a certain life and create a certain life together. Like we're husband and wife basically. And one side I did like obviously the traditional friendship, like the broken heart, where I would have the other heart and we'd connect together as a whole heart. And then the other side you could like draw and inscript like another drawing. So I hand drew this like little vision board picture of us. I don't want to explain it too much in detail, but it's basically me and her somewhere. And it's like our vision manifestation of what we want in the future. Yeah. And then she also did the same for me. So she put on mine like her little picture of us in our life in the future of what we want to manifest. But I think it's such a good idea if you guys are like best friends with someone that's into manifesting and all of that, like do that together. Yeah, like if the life that you want to create together, I think it's like perfect for manifesting.
And then you just wear it around your neck. I love wearing my little drawing on the outside. But it's like, it means so much to me. I love it.
Yeah, I know. I literally love it. And now we have like both of our like little secret drawings close to our heart. So I think it's like, it is like a vision board in a way. Like when you have all of that to look at every day, it's so good to just keep like your manifestations visually in front of you all the time. Like, do you ever do vision boards? I know that you do.
Yes, I have two at my house right now, and I think I actually have a funny story about not funny, like an amazing story about manifesting, and it has to do with like a vision I had my phone background. I have a photo of it actually. So I made this my background. This was like back in 2018. You can't really see it so much, but it's a car that I really wanted, right? And I wanted it so bad that I had it as my phone background, and I went to like a dealership. I found one online that was like secondhand, and I test drove it. And then that day I was like, yeah, I want it. So I put down the deposit. But then over the weekend, I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is so much money. Like, if I truly am meant to have this car, it's going to come to me. Like, I don't need to go spend this much money, because it was crazy at the time. It was like the car was more than I was making in a year.
Yeah.
And so I decided like, okay, I'm not going to, like, I got my deposit back and things. I was like, I'm not going to get the car. And then that stayed as my background. And I was seeing a guy at the time, and he, I guess like, was a wealthy man, and he was like not great at communicating. And I kind of like said to him, like, it's too annoying for me, because like I love communication and consistency.
Yeah.
And so like I got annoyed. And then a week before my 25th birthday, he called me, and he was like, hey, like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And we hadn't spoken for a few weeks. And he was like, I have set up an appointment for you. Can you go to this address in Port Melbourne? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, just go there. Like, you've got an appointment there. And so like I Googled the place, and it was a car dealership. And I was like, you're joking me. Like, I'm not going to go to a car dealership. And he was like, just go. They're expecting you. And so I trusted this guy. We'd been seeing each other for like a few months, I guess. And I went, and they were like, yep, this is the car you're test driving. And they brought out my dream car, that car that was my background.
Oh my God.
And so I went and I test drove the car. But then when I finished, this guy that I was seeing, he like called me, and he was like, did you like it? And then I was like, well, yeah, but like, why would you do that? And I was like mad at him. I'm like, why would you like put me in that car? Not thinking anything of it. And he was like, oh, I just thought like, you know, it would be good if you like tried like if you had a test drive in the car. And I was like, I already have before, because I wanted to buy it. And then, so anyway, I left that. And then on my 25th birthday, he called me, and he was like, hey, I bought you the car. You need to go pick it up on this time. And I was like, no, you haven't. And I just did not believe, because we were only seeing each other, and I'd actually like said to him already, like, I don't like your communication.
That's
like, you're not great at it.
Generous.
And so I like went to the dealership. I was like looking at the paperwork, like, this surely is not for me. But he was like, sign here, it's all in your name. Like, everything's in your name. And he'd bought me the car. And I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I've never been so happy in my entire life, because I love cars. And the whole time I owned it, I don't have it anymore. I just like didn't believe that was mine. And it actually didn't work out with that guy, but I feel like he was in my life because I really wanted that car, and I was on a frequency. I would drive my little Suzuki Swift around, and I would pretend it was a Mercedes. And I mean, it happened.
She was strong in the manifestation. But you really believed it.
For sure. And when I was in that energy, like when I did get the car, like I truly believe, like once you manifest one thing and you see it's real, like things start like coming for you.
Like
because,
a snowball effect.
Yeah, all little things started happening afterwards that I was like, oh my gosh, I was in such good energy. And
I love that. Yeah, that's so true. It's like a snowball effect. Like, I feel like once you master manifestation and you really get on the good feeling of that manifestation, and you really believe that you truly have it, and like it's like a true deep core belief, and you act like you almost have that item already. Like how you said you visualized yourself, like you were driving your Mercedes, but you're driving your Suzuki Swift, you know? That strong visualization really helps it actually physically come to form. Like, I think that's so important to be able to get on that good feeling of that manifestation that you want, and also visualizing, like the combination of feeling and also visualizing, like, is so important. Like, you need to feel both to be able to, for it to come to life. Because if you like say, oh, I want this, but you truly don't believe that you deserve it or that you're going to get it, then it won't come to fruition, because you have that negative feeling that you're doubting it. You don't know if it's going to come, but you want it to come, but you're kind of acting like you're giving out frequency to the universe that, oh, it might come, but it might not. Like, you're not sure.
Whereas you
have to be so sure and detailed.
Set your intention. Yeah, exactly right. Actually, that's so important, being detailed, isn't it? We were speaking about this recently, like with manifesting, like, you know, everything is, if you're not detailed, you will get sent someone who is what you're manifesting. But if you're not so specific, then there'll be elements
that you don't like.
Yeah,
so true. Because like the universe will give you exactly what you want. It will literally give you exactly what you want. So be as detailed as you can be. Because if you kind of beat around the bush and you're kind of vague, it will give you something kind of sort of what you want. You know, so I learned as well that you do have to be so detailed, and like obviously it's very, very early days with me and my husband, but anyways, no, but it is very early days, and if he's listening to this, that's very embarrassing. But it's very early days, but I feel like you know when you know, and I feel like it almost like the universe handed him to me, like my visualizations and my details in my brain that I wanted in my future man. He literally was like, here you go. This is the byproduct of what you manifested. Like, I swear to God, like it just is too good to be true.
Well, let me tell you guys, she was so specific. You know her obsession with Sony Angels. She was so specific in manifesting what she won, that this man gave her Sony Angels and several of them sweet. A couple of dates in on Valentine's Day.
It's very, very sweet. Yeah, he's just
specific.
Yeah, he's too perfect. But I think, like,
he's perfect for
me. Yeah. Like, he literally is what I wanted on paper. And I always, like, after every time I see him, I always say to Zoe, I'm like, I'm in deep. Because, like, everything I wanted in a person, just detail-wise, like, character and, like, how he treats me. Like, just even, like, details on, like, what my mum and dad would love that he's like with me, and him as a person, what he values. Just so many things. Like, it's just all, he's, like, the whole package. But I knew I manifested that because I literally put down on paper and in my head and always said it to my mum, this is the man, exactly what I want, and I know I'm going to get this, and I'm going to be patient until I get it.
And she had the grapes under the table at New Year's.
It was definitely the grapes. I think the grapes set it off. It was like almost like the cherry on top for my manifestation. Yeah. I was like, 2025 is the year for Michelle. And then it is for Zoe too, because I told her I believe that she's going to meet her husband this year too. Because
and
we have to
Michelle says out loud happens, so.
No, it's true. We were literally talking about it earlier. We were just like, yeah, it's going to happen. I have a feeling though. I have a feeling you will when you go to LA. I actually have a feeling that you will definitely meet someone that is exactly what you want.
Yeah.
He's not here. He's going to be in LA, overseas.
I've said that for a long time. He's not here. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
And do you believe that timing plays a role in manifestation?
Oh, 100%. I feel like it is kind of a different topic as well, because I think universally there's divine timing, which means that you will get things in your life when you've completed other lessons. So the universe is always wanting you to go through chapters and learn different lessons throughout life. And once you learn a lesson and you break a cycle, it will reward you for the next best thing. Do you know what I mean?
That is so true.
And I believe that because, like, before, obviously, I'm relating it back to relationships because I feel like this is most, like, relevant in my life at the moment. But before I ever met this man that obviously is just perfect for me, I was in a relationship before that just didn't align at all. Like, every time I tried to make it work, it was almost like the universe didn't want it to work. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as I put love and time and attention to the relationship, no matter what I did, it still didn't work. All the compromises I did, it still didn't work. And it was like not for me. And it's because the universe wanted me to create that boundary for myself, let it go, for me to be given something that was like the complete opposite. Like, I completely believe that, because as soon as I let that go, like emotionally and mentally, everything like that, it's like, it was like, here you go, Michelle, this is like your reward.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And we were saying just the other day how we think it's important to speak to the universe or speak to God or whoever whatever higher power you believe in, and ask them like, hey, if this person is truly meant to be in my life, show me that.
Yeah.
Or if this person needs to be removed from my life, please remove them in any way that you see fit.
Yeah.
Because I put so much trust in you. And I think it's important to ask those questions, because the universe will do that for you, and they'll show you time and time again if someone is not meant for you.
Yeah.
And when you're ready to listen to it,
yes, when you're ready.
That's
a key, because it can show you so much, but you might not be ready to come to terms with that person isn't for you, or that job or friendship or whatever. Like, we all become in denial and we want to ignore all the signs with all of the negativity that comes from people and the drama they bring into our life, because we love them and we want to see the best in them. But I think, like, ultimately, long term, no matter what you put into that, how much love and attention you give, if it's not for you, it will never work
out. That's so true. Yeah.
Like, you have to read in between the line and, like, trust your gut and your intuition, because I think you also know how you feel. Like, people ignore their gut feeling, and, like, if you feel not great around that person, like, that's not your husband. Like, you shouldn't feel like you have to doubt yourself or, like, feel put down or anything like that. The right people won't do that for you.
Yeah, and sometimes it can become frustrating because you're, like, thinking, oh, this is my person, or this is what I want. Why am I not getting it? And it becomes frustrating, but it's because there is something better. And that's truly something I believe. There is always something better. Or if something doesn't work out, it's because it's not supposed to work out.
Yeah.
But, like, I know from experience, when you're in that moment and it's not working out or it's not manifesting, it can become frustrating. I guess for like me, like, I have been single for a while now, and it's like, it's hard to just keep telling yourself like, okay, you are going to meet your person. You just have to keep believing that. Yeah. But then don't doubt yourself, because when you are in a place of doubting yourself or believing it's not going to happen for you, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's not going to happen for you.
Yeah, it's so true. When you struggled with manifesting, did you know what you were doing wrong? Like, that wasn't working for you? Like, was it doubt? Like, getting in your head and overthinking because you weren't being patient enough?
I think so. Yeah. And yeah, it can become frustrating after you've waited so long for something. But that is when you know, if you are driving your car and you stop thinking about it being a Mercedes, I guess, well, then you're just like letting that energy of I drive a Mercedes like slip further and further away from you. I think it's really important to keep the energy high, and like, just, you need to truly believe that it's like basically already happened. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to like say, oh, I own a Mercedes, like, to people, but you can like get in your car and you're like, I love driving my Mercedes, you know, and things like that. Or like, I love doing these things with my partner, or things just,
it's like tricking your brain.
Tricking it, because your brain only believes what it like hears.
Yes, and what you tell it. It's so true. Like, you do kind of like, it's kind of like delusional, but in a way that's how you manifest, because when you're telling yourself like, oh, I'm grateful that my husband does this for me, oh, I'm so grateful that I have a beautiful car, like my beautiful Mercedes, and it, you know, it's brand new, it's full of petrol, like whatever. Like, when you speak about things in a positive light and from a place of gratitude as well, that energy is so high. Like, gratitude and love is so high on the frequency scale, and you can attract so much when you like sit in that energy with anything in life.
I agree. Like, once you've done something small, and this book, The Secret, have you read it?
No, but I've heard a lot about The Secret.
They say, like, in it, when they're doing their teachings, they're like, manifest something small to start with. So you don't have to try and manifest a partner or like love or like a house, but like to start with, just like think in your head of like a leaf. That you like envision exactly how that leaf looks, exactly the colors, the feel of it, where it's going to be, so like where you're going to find it, and just truly believe you're going to see that leaf. And I think they did that experiment, and then like within 4 days this guy saw that exact leaf outside his work building, and then you can go from there, because once you've seen that, like a little thing, like a simple little thing that's like irrelevant like that has worked out, you will be like, wait, I can have anything that I want. Yeah, and you just need that little, like, there is no harm in imagining a leaf on the grounds, you know, but if you truly believe you're going to see it, then that is the snowball effect you need.
Yeah, no, that is literally the main phrase that you guys need to take on. If you're listening to this podcast right now, you can have anything that you want. That is literally like all we're gonna say. Like, they'll leave you on, you can literally have anything you want, and that is the truth. And you have to believe that, because you literally can have anything you want. You can have any life that you want, any partner that you want, whatever your heart desires. You can bring that into physical creation if you manifest in the right way.
And I think we love this topic, and we could definitely speak more about it.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to hear more, let us know. But I think for today, that's all we have time for.
That's all that we have time for today. And we release podcasts every Sunday. So stay tuned for our next podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you then. Bye.
See you guys.